Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at some of the worst cars that have ever been on Pawnstars. First up we have a 1957 Chevrolet 150, which was Chevrolet's very base model in the mid 1950s. Such a basic car, even items such as ashtrays and interior mirror were optional extras. However, it was a car the old man took a shine to when he first came to the shop. This black 1957 Chevrolet 150 was the centre of a series of crossover shows on Pawnstars after it was originally found by American pickers for $6,500. It was sold to the guys from Pawnstars for a small profit, then featured on American Restoration, where they paid a staggering $70,000 to restore it. The result was nice, a high-performance Black Widow. But at that price? It was then gifted to the old man, so in all, the Pawnstars crew were out almost $80,000. Then, take into consideration that it wasn't fireproof, a fact discovered when the car burst into flames, and it was the second time in a year the old man had a car that had caught on fire, after his 1966 Imperial Crown. Up next was a 1927 Dodge Brothers sedan. The car was iconic at the time. The Dodge Series 116 was an automobile made by Dodge from 1923 to 1925 as their main model. Released June of 1922, it was the first car to ever have had an all-steel body. The model was updated in 1924 with a higher hood line, a rear brake light, and new springs, which made it an absolute classic in the automotive world. The Pawnstars team bought this old-school 1924 Dodge Brothers Series 116 for $7,500. Many viewers and Dodge enthusiasts believed the car was worth more, because it ran, it looked good, and it was old. That would mean a good profit for the Pawnstars people. Not so fast. They'll probably have to replace the upholstery and some more cosmetic work to get it to a sellable state. It was appraised at just $10,000. If you add even only $3,000 for upgrades and restoration, there is still no profit, which is not a very good return on investment, no matter how cool the car is. But that's just business after all. And next we have the episode when the luxurious Hudson Commodore 8, a 1949 model. The Commodore was the top of the line model when it came out, and this was no exception. Much praise was given to Hudson cars when this 1949 Commodore 8 showed up in the shop. They showed Hudson's in a positive light, with fine engineering, and fans of the brand certainly must have appreciated that. This beige Commodore was a top-of-the-line luxury vehicle in its day with a smooth ride. The owner paid over $10,000 for it 3 years previous to taking it into the shop. Unfortunately, someone painted over the original factory wood grain dash with a solid beige. Rick Harrison bought the car for $20,000, giving the previous owner a nice tidy profit. But Rick probably overspent by about $5,000, and it won't bring in much of a profit for him, especially without the original dashboard. However, still a cool car. And finally for this video we have a classic, a Shelby Cobra 427 body, one of the most noticeable cars of the last 50 years. Designed with help from Ford in Detroit, this chassis was upgraded from the first generation Cobra. It had a 7-litre engine, or 427 cubic inch, shoehorned into the front and upgraded all round. With up to 500 horses on offer for the top of the range models, this was a seriously desirable car, and still is. First off, this isn't about the price that they got this Shelby Cobra for. For all intents and purposes, they got a steal after spending just over $30,000 for a body that could easily sell for 6 figures. However, the deal just seemed a little bit off. Its unfinished aluminium body had no powertrain, brakes or interior. Its CSX designation had no serial number following it. A tow truck driver claimed to have been gifted it by a storage unit owner. In all, good luck trying to get a title for this once restored. Shelby America is aware of the body, and they might press the issue of it being an illegal sale out of the back door of the factory, so they may have to spend a fortune for zero return.